Hey guys, have you ever opened Matlab or Simulink and felt completely lost? You are not alone. I have been there too, staring at those blocks, wires, and wondering where do I even start. If you want to build a career in model based development, the technology behind self driving cars, electric vehicles, and even aerospace systems, this video is for you. Today, I will share 10 simple and clear steps to become a model based developer using MATLAB and Simulink with examples from real projects. Let's get started. Step 1, Master MATLAB Fundamentals. Everything in model based development starts with MATLAB scripting. You should know how to work with the variables, arrays, matrix, loops, and plotting. Think of MATLAB as the language that communicates with your model. For example, try writing a small script to calculate the speed of a vehicle from distance and time. Then plot that speed graph. Once you are confident with scripting, move to functions and data handling because these will help you when you build complex models later. Step 2, Learn Simulink Basics. Simulink is the art of MBD. It's a graphical environment where you build systems using blocks. No need to code everything manually. Start with simple examples. For instance, create a model of a DC motor where you control speed using a slider. Learn how to connect blocks, tune parameters, and run simulations. Understand subsystems, signal routing, and solver settings. These are like your basic modeling grammar. Step 3, Explore physical modeling tools. Once you are comfortable with Simulink, take it a step ahead using Simscape libraries. Simscape allows you to model real world physical systems, electrical circuits, motors, or even mechanical linkages without writing long equations. Example, try building a buck converter or a battery charging system using Simscape Electrical. You will see how voltage, current, and temperature interact, just like in a real EV system. Step 4, Learn control systems and signal processing. Model based engineers often design control algorithms. That's where control theory and signal processing come in. Start with basic concepts like transfer functions, PID controllers, and feedback loops. For example, design a cruise control system that keeps your car speed constant even when the road slope changes. Simlink's control system toolbox help you tune controllers automatically and test system stability. Step 5, Dive into state flow for logic and state machines. Now, not everything in a system is continuous. Some parts depend on conditions like if brake is pressed, then cut throttle. That's where state flow helps. It lets you create logic diagrams and state machines that define system behavior. Try modeling a traffic light controller or a door lock system using stateflow. You will learn how to use events, transitions, and actions, the building blocks of logic based systems. Step 6, Model verification and validation. Building a model isn't enough. You must test it. In this step, you will verify if your model behaves as expected. You can use Simulink test and model coverage tools to validate your model against requirements. Example, if your motor model must stop within 2 seconds after pressing the stop button, test that behavior. Verification ensures your design is safe and reliable before moving to code generation. Step 7, Learn automatic code generation. Here is where MBD really shines. Once your model is validated, you can automatically generate C code using embedded coder. This code can directly run on controllers like SDM32, TI C200, or DSpace boards. It saves huge development time and ensures consistency between model and real hardware. Example, take your DC motor control model, click build, and MATLAB will generate C code ready to flash on hardware. Step 8, Understand SIL, PIL, hill testing. Now that you have code, it's time to test it properly. MIL, model in the loop. Test your Simulink model. SIL, software in the loop. Test the generated C code. PIL, processor in the loop. Run the code on your target processor. Hill, hardware in the loop. Connect the real hardware to test behavior. Example, run your motor control algorithm on a DSpace or SpeedGoat setup and check how it behaves in real time. These steps make sure your code works exactly like your model, safely and accurately. Step 9, learn automotive communication and integration. If you want to work in automotive or aerospace, this step is crucial. You will need to understand CAN, LIN, and AUTOSAR, the communication standards used between ECUs in vehicles. Tools like Canopy, Canalizer, and Inca are used for testing and calibration. Example, simulate CAN messages in Simulink to control your vehicle's virtual engine speed. This helps you integrate your model into a full vehicle system. Step 10, build real projects and create a portfolio. Finally, learn by doing. Start with small projects like motor control, BMS, or ABS system. Then move to bigger ones like EV powertrains or cruise control. Document your work, record simulations, and share your projects on GitHub or LinkedIn. Companies love engineers who can demonstrate practical working models. Remember, a strong portfolio speaks louder than a resume. And that's it. Your 10-step roadmap to become a Matlab Simulink model-based developer. If you are serious about working in automotive, EVs, or embedded systems, MBD is one of the best skills to learn right now. Start small, stay consistent, and keep experimenting with new models. Because the more systems you build, the better engineer you become. If you found this video helpful, follow me for more model based development and embedded systems content. Thank you for watching this video.